Alright, so we're going to be tackling the valve cover today on the 335i. I have my valve cover here in the trunk. I got this from Rock Auto. It's honestly the cheapest price I found, and it's a Euro brand part. I'm not going to take it out of the packaging yet until I'm ready to put it on, but there it is. I just got it sitting in the trunk. So the reason I'm replacing my valve cover, and not just the valve cover gasket, is because my valve cover... Oh, it's windy. I hope that's not going through. But my valve cover is the original, or at least it looks like the original valve cover that was on the car from 130,000 miles ago. So this car has 136,000 miles. It's basically needing to get replaced. Other main area of concern is that you can look down in there. If I can get this to focus. All right, it's not wanting to focus. You can see it better through here maybe. But it looks like there's some oil seepage there coming from the valve cover gasket. So instead of just replacing the gasket and then having the possibility of a cracked valve cover, I'm just going to go ahead and replace the whole valve cover. I think I paid 250 bucks. I know it was less than 300 bucks for it off of Rock Auto, by far the cheapest price that I found. So I'm fixing to go ahead and get started doing that. First thing is going to be to disconnect the battery, and then just a few things I got to remove up here on the top. I got to remove the 2 plugs for the O2 sensors, all 6 of the injector lines, unplug the injectors, unplug and remove the coils, move this whole wiring harness out of the way. I believe I also have to remove this nut and then get all this back so I can move this out of the way. And then, yeah, just a few vacuum lines, boost solenoids. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on a time lapse, and I'm going to go ahead and get started replacing this valve cover. So first I'm going to go ahead and disconnect my battery. Battery is here in the trunk on the E92 models, and I believe all the E90X models, it's in the trunk. So I've got to probably move this box out of the way and move all that stuff out of the way, and my emergency pack. So basically just twist this clip, you pull this whole thing out, and yeah, I've got to move this out of the way. Whoops. This should just pull out of the way. Okay, so now that I have my negative terminal disconnected, you don't have to remove the positive one, just the negative one's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just go set this in the car real quick. My trunk's full, so that's the only reason I'm setting that there. And now I can go ahead and get started and put you guys on time lapse and then get started removing this valve cover. Okay, so we've got everything back together. As you can see, it's pretty wet. I kind of got rained out, but luckily nothing on the inside of the motor or on the inside of the valve cover got wet. So yeah, that actually, I believe that eliminated most of my smoking issue, because exhaust really isn't even smoking that much now, or really any. The main reason I replaced the valve cover, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but it was because I was having PCB issues, I believe. That's what I diagnosed it to be. Just did some research on the forums and stuff, looking at other people's posts, and that's what I figured it was going to be. Just a valve cover needed to be replaced. It probably had a crack in it. I still have yet to inspect the valve cover. I don't know if that's going to be in this video or not, because it is kind of drizzling rain outside, so not really doing anything out here right now. But there's the old valve cover. I'll probably be taking a look at inside of it and then adding it to the end of this video. If not that, then it'll be in next video. But I definitely want to see if there's any minor cracks inside of it or anything like that. I know some people are they commonly find stuff like cracks and that type of stuff. I believe in here it gets kind of clogged up with stuff, so I'll be looking inside of that. But yeah, as for right now, the car's running just fine. Fixing to go on a test drive and just make sure it's not going to be leaking any. Also, this is a few days later. I don't know if I videoed the end of whenever I did the walnut blast video, whenever I walnut blasted the car. It actually got really late and stuff, so I didn't really video a whole lot of the ending of that. After it came out looking a lot better. The car actually runs a lot smoother too. Should run even smoother once I get the new spark plugs in, which that'll be in an upcoming video as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys later, and I'm out.